Hi everyone, I'm starting my video diary where I want to be sharing with you what I'm learning and reflecting on during my GCVA course. I'm really excited about that, and it's just been my first week now and I've already learned so much, and I wanted to share a few things with you and keep sharing what I'm learning, what I'm struggling with, what the process is, and yeah, maybe in the future if you have any questions, let me know. I'll try to address those as well. But yeah, today I want to tell you what's happened so far and what I'm getting so far out of the course. So on Monday, we had our first, I guess, project given to us. The project's topic is 2010, reflecting on self in the context of 2010. So quite an open project, and then we can do whatever we want in any medium. I normally work in acrylic on canvas and paper, so that was kind of my default thought. I'm actually doing something quite different and submitting it in a couple of days. I'll show it to you when I finish that. But I guess the prompt of thinking about self in the context of 2010, and even getting a prompt at all and thinking about, okay, what is the thing I want to do first, and then creating it is quite different to what I'm used to doing. I often just sit down, see how I feel, see what colors I have, see what colors resonate with me at the time, and just start creating something intuitively without thinking much about what the concept is. So it's really more just going with the flow, playing around with the medium, with the paint, and then seeing what comes out of it. So really having the time and the necessity to think about, okay, 2010 self, what was I doing at the time? Yeah, really changes how you think about making art, or changed that for me. So really excited about having that. And then we were sitting around and the tutors were talking to us about our ideas. So I got to, share what I was thinking and got some feedback, which obviously changed my direction a bit. And also seeing what other people are doing, that opens up just so many opportunities. We were also given a list of artists to look up. I didn't know, most of them were really anyone. So I quickly Googled everyone and saw what they were doing. And they were also working with, I guess, self and time. So, but yeah, everyone in totally different mediums and styles. And so, which was great to see also for inspiration, all these options. So yeah, pushed my thinking. Then we had some pre-reading to do for a lecture and tutorial around the theory of art and some art history theory. So the pre-reading was quite dense, and it was from the 60s, talking about conceptual art and aesthetics. What is art? Can art be without aesthetics at all? Can be only concept? So really kind of starting to think about more than pretty pictures, and seeing how people back then thought about, when conceptual art was starting to get out there in the world, how did they think at the time about it, and then reflecting today, do we agree with what they said then? Is it true for us or not? And really thinking, what is art? Especially with my intuitive, color flowy, impressionistic stuff, is sometimes it has some thinking behind it, but sometimes it just doesn't. So is that good? Is that bad? What does it mean? So really also starting to open up my thinking about my art, obviously other people's art, and just reflecting on that. Another thing that they told us to do, basically strongly suggested we do, is go to exhibitions, see art, look at what other people are doing, support the artists, support the community, get to know people, and get inspired. So I went to the recent exhibition in NGV to see Kaws, Kaws, and he's started as a street artist, so yeah, very graphic stuff he has, and for the first time I went to an exhibition, and I was like looking in quite a different way at what I'm seeing. I, wasn't looking predominantly at the aesthetics and face value of what I'm seeing. I was like really reading the labels and trying to understand what's behind it, and really, making notes. They encourage us to make notes, to pay attention to what we're thinking, and write it down and reflect on that, and then we'll be sharing that at the end. So yeah, really thinking about what I'm seeing at that exhibition is like, what is the concept, like, how did they approach the topic, so really, really cool experience, and good exhibition too if you want to check it out. And another thing we did, so that was Wednesday, we were asked to bring our favorite painting to show, in the classroom. And what we did is kind of like speed dating, and we had 2 minutes to talk about our favorite piece of art, and what is it, who made it, and how it relates to what we want to be doing at the course. And then the other person shared, and then we swapped and did it again. So we did it probably like 5-6 times, and it was really good, first of all, to reflect on, okay, how is this piece similar or different to what I want to be doing, and I'll tell you what it is in a sec. And then, say it 5 times, the evolution of that concept, and seeing also the reaction of people to what, you were saying about the art. Were they like, confused, or were they like, oh yeah. So that was really interesting as well. So what I showed was one of Monet's impressionistic paintings of, the Japanese bridge and then the garden. So really classic impressionist painting. And what I said, so basically I kind of grew up with Impressionists, really influenced by them when I was a kid, and, reading books about them. And my style is, I would say, very much heavy inspired, and it's about capturing the moment and, intuitively capturing light, and, playing with colors, and not being too realistic. And what I also noticed and reflected on was that I kind of want to get away from that now. So I've done a lot of art, inspired by Impressionists, but I'm really thinking about going more into more conceptual art, like having, something more than just the aesthetics, or like having much more. I really enjoy when I can have deeper conversations about an artwork, especially, my artwork. And I had a few really interesting, thought-provoking conversations because someone resonated with one of my paintings. So I really want to get away from that impressionistic style and get more into that, deeper meaning concept. I don't know how it looks like yet. I've done a few, symbolic, let's say, pieces with people and whatnot. But yeah, I'm sure the course will push me in places I can't yet imagine, and I'm really excited about that. So that was basically what happened in week 1. Some of my reflections and thoughts. Let me know in the comments what you thought, anything resonated with you. Maybe you have some questions. Maybe you want me to talk about something else or something specific. What I want to be doing is, week by week, sharing my thoughts and what I'm learning, what I'm getting, partly for my benefit to really see, the evolution of thoughts. I'm probably going to watch these, videos in a year and see how my thinking evolved. So that's one thing. And I really want to share that with you as well. Hopefully you'll get some value out of that. Maybe you'll learn something as well. And yeah, just by doing this video and doing a reflection like that, just makes me think about it even more. So I'm really going to try and push myself and do that regularly. So yeah, let me know what you think, and see you next time.